Meet Lee Nam, a true legend who has been cutting hair for 61 years. This place has been around since 1927, making it the oldest barbershop in South Korea. As soon as you step foot inside this barbershop, time stands still. Lee started cutting hair in 1965 when he was only 15 years old, and it took him 37 years to master the skills. The customers are old as this barbershop, and sometimes they wash their hair by themselves after getting a haircut. The most surprising thing about this place for me was that the guests didn't request specific hairstyle they wanted. When a customer sits down, the barber picks up the scissors without saying anything and starts cutting hair. I was no exception. I trusted him and let him to do what he knows the best. Lee has managed to keep everything intact from the good old days. You won't find any fancy new furniture here. Nope, he's held on to the original stuff from when his grandpa first opened the shop back in the area of Japanese rule. And he's still rocking those old tools from the 50s, the same ones he used when he was a young boy, working alongside his old man. Lee couldn't care less about the money or the fame. His one and only mission is to give the best haircut possible to the customers who truly appreciate the value of his old school shop. It's not about flashy trends or modern gimmicks. It's about honoring tradition, preserving the craft, and creating something truly special. Nowadays, things have changed for Lee. He used to work 15 hours per day in old times, but today it's a completely different story. Due to his health concerns, he takes Wednesdays off and works 8 to 9 hours. But retirement, not even on his radar. When asked about it, he said, "I'll keep working as long as my eye can see and my legs can stand up for work." This is more than just a job for Lee, it's his passion, his purpose, and his calling. We live in a world where shortcuts and quick fixes are constantly being marketed to us. However, what we can learn from Lee is that success is not found in shortcuts, it's found in discipline and consistency. It requires doing the necessary work, going the extra mile, and persisting in the face of challenges. Even when his business almost failed in the 90s due to the spread of low-priced beauty salons, he kept going and eventually became famous in Korea. So next time when you're in South Korea, make sure to step into Songwoo Barbershop, where time freezes and Lee Na works his magic. One haircut at a time, with no rush. I was delighted to be there, and it's nice to be invited back. It says something when you are invited back. It doesn't say everything, but maybe it says, let's give him one more chance to see if he can actually wash his hair this time before coming.